are now looking at a 2024 Lexus RX 500h F Sport in Poseidon Blue Metallic. And as we thrive on bizarre content, this review will take the form of a Q&A session. What does it cost? This is pretty much exclusively the very first question we get asked about any car, ever, always, no exceptions. In the case of this blue Lexus, the answer is currently 1,740,300 Rand without options. Speaking of which, Lexus has become rather famous for including a gigantic amount of luxury and convenience features as standard, unlike every single one of its mandatory sport pack rivals. Why is it so expensive? The weak rand, heavy import taxes, rampant inflation, or regional socio-economic issues influenced by prevailing economic inequalities and or political ineptitude. Take your pick. It's also a medium to large luxury hybrid SUV with all the bells and whistles, and the going rate for any one of those is at least 1.7 bar. What does RX stand for? According to most Lexus websites, radiant crossover. Luxury hybrid SUV? Indeed. With every conceivable media, climate and display option inside this leather and chrome-lined cockpit, this RX thoroughly deserves the luxury bit of its description. The ride is pleasingly smooth, noise and vibration are kept to a lavish minimum, plus there's plenty of LED automatic or powered goodness to appease lovers of extravagance. As for the word hybrid, this RX 500h uses a 2.4-litre inline 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine with a small electric helper for a combined output of up to 273 kilowatts, driving all four wheels via a 6-speed automatic gearbox, which is a welcome alternative to the slippery CVT, which is often favored in other hybrids. So that must mean it's very fuel efficient. That depends on how you use it, although that's true for every other car ever made, I guess. The 500h model apparently uses an average of 6.5 litres per 100 kilometers from the 65-litre tank. You maths freaks out there may have just worked out that this translates to a theoretical range of exactly 1,000 kilometers. Is it really fast? Actually, it is. Looking at the performance figures, in the context of our modern market offerings, a 0 to 100 km/h sprint time of 6.2 seconds is nothing to be snuffed at, for a complicated beast weighing the better part of 2.1 tons. We even ventured out to test this claim ourselves, and our best result was a blistering 6.05 seconds. But what about the battery? What about it? If you're worried about the lifespan or maintenance of the high-voltage hybrid battery, you best chat with your nearest Lexus dealer, or perhaps an independent workshop, about the longevity of the system. For the record, each RX is sold with a 7-year 105,000 kilometer warranty and maintenance plan. This model's battery warranty is a year and 90,000 kilometers longer. Do you think it's pretty? The car has a few interesting design details and swoopy lines that we quite like, especially on the back and rear three-quarters. But the protruding cliff-face nose with look-at-me grille is not everyone's cup of tea. We've gotten used to Lexus's asymmetrical cabin layouts, and now appreciate the individuality or driver-focused controls. What do you think of it? This is the only other question I get asked, but only after the price inquiry. We think the Lexus RX 500h is a superb luxury vehicle, but due to its high cost and expensive trimmings, an average SUV for Southern African conditions. It's very much of its time, and I'm delighted to see a beautifully integrated hybrid system with low-speed EV mode, instead of the harebrained full EV agenda. And on top of that, it has one of the best color palettes we've seen in a long time. White Nova Metallic, Sonic Iridium Silver, Graphite Black Metallic, Sonic Chrome, which is a kind of pearlescent grey, this Poseidon Blue Metallic, or the imposing Sonic Copper Metallic we enjoyed in the RX 350h press vehicle. So who's going to buy this? Oh, let me think here. any Toyota and or Lexus fan whose finances are on a steep upwards trajectory, or perhaps fashionable dinks wanting to make a statement. And, let's hope this one is the most probable for Lexus's sake, any of the 11 million trillion SUV and crossover lovers in our region's market. Would you buy one? No, it took me half a day to find the audio menu, and the interior door handles give me the heebie-jeebies. But you're welcome to form your own opinion on these matters, which we strongly suggest you do during an extensive test drive at your nearest Lexus dealer. Thanks so much for watching.
So what's the problem here? Oh my goodness. Sorry, Sir Lexus.